So God chose the nation of Israel to be his people, a nation that would follow him and reveal his love and mercy to the world. But the people of Israel rejected God's leadership and instead wanted a king, a man named Saul. Saul was a great warrior and a follower of God, but over time he began to turn from God and became corrupted by his power and greed. And so God told Saul the throne would be taken from Saul's family and given to someone else. Enter David, stage right. No, I said stage right. Okay, you just came back in the same side. Okay, anyway, enter David, stage left. David was a young man who loved God and was loved by people. In fact, he was so popular, he was basically the first superhero. Hi, I'm David. I'm sorry, guys, I'm not going to be able to do that voice for that long. Anyway, David was charismatic. Men wanted to be him, women wanted to be with him. He was this mighty warrior. In fact, you may have heard of his first big battle. It was called David v. Goliath, dawn of This Is Too Long of a Title and a very disappointing movie. Tell me, Goliath, do you bleed? What? Of course I do. Everybody, bat slingshot! David's victories became the stuff of legend, and the people loved him so much, Saul realized this was going to be the man to be king instead of him. So Saul decided to get rid of his problem and kill David. How rude! Batman said that thing from Full House. Did you guys see Fuller House? Yeah, if you didn't, you're not missing much. Anyway, needless to say, David was scared for his life when he heard of Saul's plan, and he ran away all alone to a city called Nob, where a priest of God named Ahimelech lived. David? Oh my goodness, what have I done to be blessed with your presence? And why are you alone? I mean, you're never alone. You're like the most popular guy ever. Well, you're not wrong about that, but I'm actually here on a mission from the king. Really? Oh, how exciting! Are you calling me a liar? What? Are you saying that really the king is hunting me down to have me killed because he's afraid of my popularity and I'm afraid that you may not help me if I tell you the truth, so I made up a lie about a secret mission from the king? Is that what you're saying? I don't remember anymore. I got really confused when you started talking. Well, good. Now, give me anything that can help me on my mission. Do you got some of that delicious priest bread? Let me get some of that, and anything else that can help me. No problem. We also have the sword of Goliath here. You know the giant you killed with the help of God, and his sword serves as a reminder that you should never fear and always trust God and do what's right no matter what. Nah, I don't want that. Just some of that sweet, sweet bread. So David took the bread and once again went on the run. But as he left, a spy for King Saul saw what had happened and reported to the king how the priest had helped David. And so King Saul ordered that Ahimelech and his whole family be killed for helping David, instead of telling Saul where David was. And so because of David's lie, Ahimelech and the entire city was destroyed. So David was nervous. He was scared and stressed, and his emotions overcame his better judgment, and he lied. He disobeyed what he knew God wanted him to do, and people suffered because of it. And we do this all the time too. No, we've not made decisions that have cost people their lives, but we all know what it's like for our emotions to control us into making the wrong decisions. Think about it. Whenever you get caught in a lie where you're covering something up, what do you say when someone asks, "Why did you do it?" Most of us, if we're honest, say, "Well, I was scared that I would get in trouble. I was scared, and my fear caused me to do what I knew was wrong. And now, I got punished." When you start talking bad about someone or lashing out in anger, why do you do that? Because your anger got the best of you, and you hurt someone, or you broke a relationship because you allowed your anger to be in control of you. The Bible tells us that the human heart, which just stands for our desires, our emotions, is the most deceitful of all things and desperately wicked. Who really knows how bad it is? Our emotions, they lie to us. They deceive us into doing wrong and wicked things. We've all made bad decisions that in the moment they felt right, but we also knew it wasn't what God wanted us to choose. So what do? Well, as followers of Jesus, we are called to love God and love people. And Jesus said that if we love Him, we'll obey His commands. So above how we feel or what our emotions tell us to do, we have to obey Jesus. We have to make the right decision, even when we're scared or angry or stressed. And when we're in highly emotional situations, we have to be aware, I'm going to be tempted to do the wrong thing. And in those moments, we need to turn to God and just obey what He calls us to do. So today in your groups, talk about how we can obey God over our emotions, and then we'll move on.